I want you to understand something very important before we go any further. Your body is not failing you. It is not betraying you. It is not broken. It is responding. Every symptom you experience is the body speaking. And the tragedy of modern health is not that people are sick, it's that they've been taught to silence the body instead of listening to it. You see, the human body is governed by laws. Just as surely as gravity governs the universe, biological law governs health. And when those laws are respected, the body moves naturally toward healing. When they are violated, even unknowingly, the body adapts in the only way it can. Not to punish you, but to protect you. Let me explain. Inside your body are trillions of cells, and every single one of them is alive, intelligent, and responsive. These cells are not passive. They are constantly adapting to the environment you place them in, the food you eat, the air you breathe, the light you expose yourself to, the thoughts you think, and the rhythm by which you live. Your genes are not a fixed sentence. They are a library, and lifestyle decides which pages are read. This is not philosophy. This is epigenetics. We now know that genes switch on and off depending on environmental signals, which means your daily habits are more powerful than your genetic inheritance. And when people say this runs in my family, what often runs in families is not disease, it is behavior. The body always obeys the strongest signal. Now let's talk about symptoms, because this is where confusion begins. A symptom is not the disease. A symptom is the body's attempt to survive in an imbalanced environment. Take inflammation. Inflammation's not the enemy, it is the fire alarm. It tells us that tissue is irritated, overloaded, or injured. Suppressing the alarm without removing the cause does not create health, it creates silence. And silence is dangerous. The body never creates symptoms without reason. Fatigue is the body conserving energy. Pain is the body asking for change. Fever is the body raising temperature to assist immunity. The body is always on your side. But modern living places extraordinary pressure on biological systems that were never designed for constant stimulation. Artificial light at night disrupts circadian rhythms. Processed foods overload metabolism. Chronic stress keeps the nervous system in survival mode. Sedentary lifestyles weaken circulation and lymphatic flow. And then we wonder why the body struggles. Let's talk about rhythm, because rhythm is the foundation of health. Your body runs on clocks. Every organ, every hormone, every system follows a daily schedule. When to repair, when to cleanse, when to energize, when to rest. This circadian rhythm is regulated primarily by light. Morning sunlight entering the eyes tells the brain that it is time to wake cortisol naturally, not as stress, but as readiness. Darkness at night tells the pineal gland to release melatonin, the hormone of repair, immunity, and longevity. When we stay awake late under artificial light, the body becomes confused, repair is delayed, hormones misfire, blood sugar regulation weakens, and over time, degeneration accelerates. Sleep is not optional. Sleep is treatment. During deep sleep, growth hormone is released, tissues repair, immune memory consolidates, and the brain clears metabolic waste. Chronic sleep deprivation is now linked to obesity, diabetes, cardiovascular disease, cognitive decline, and mood disorders. The body heals at night, but only if we allow it. Now let's speak about food. Food is not just calories. It is instruction. Every bite sends a chemical message. Whole foods speak gently to the body. They stabilize blood sugar, nourish gut bacteria, and support cellular repair. Highly processed foods shout. They spike insulin, inflame tissues, and exhaust metabolic pathways. Insulin is not the villain, but chronically elevated insulin blocks healing. When insulin remains high, fat storage increases, inflammation persists, and autophagy, the body's cellular recycling system, shuts down. Autophagy is essential for longevity. It removes damaged cells and rebuilds stronger ones. This is why periods of rest from eating are powerful, not starvation rest. The body was designed for times of plenty and times of pause. Constant eating is a modern invention, and the body has not adapted to it well. Now let me speak about the gut, because this is central. Your gut is not merely a digestive organ. It is an immune command center. Over 70% of your immune system is located there. The gut microbiome produces vitamins, regulates inflammation, and communicates directly with the brain through the vagus nerve. A distressed gut creates a distressed mind. Serotonin, dopamine, GABA, these neurotransmitters are influenced heavily by gut health. When digestion is inflamed, anxiety rises. When the gut is supported, the mind calms. Mental health is not separate from physical health. It never has been. And stress, chronic stress, is one of the most underestimated biological disruptors we face today. Stress is not just emotional, it is chemical. When stress hormones remain elevated, digestion slows, immunity weakens, blood pressure rises, and blood sugar destabilizes. The body enters survival mode. Healing shuts down because survival always comes first. The body cannot heal while it feels threatened. This is why calm is not a luxury. It is biological necessity. Rest activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the state in which digestion improves, inflammation decreases, and repair begins. Stillness tells the body it is safe. Movement tells the body it is strong. Muscle is now recognized as an endocrine organ. When you move, muscles release myokines that improve insulin sensitivity, reduce inflammation, and protect the brain. Gentle, consistent movement improves circulation, lymphatic flow, and mitochondrial function. Mitochondria determine energy, aging, and disease resistance. They respond to demand. When demand disappears, they weaken. The body adapts to what you ask of it. Sunlight, hydration, breathing, these are not optional extras. They are foundational inputs. Sunlight regulates hormones and vitamin D. Water maintains electrical balance and detoxification. Breathing patterns influence nervous system tone. Everything matters, not obsessively, but collectively. And finally, let me speak to hope. The body is forgiving, remarkably forgiving. When you change the signal, the body changes the response. Not instantly, not dramatically, but faithfully. Healing is quiet. It is cumulative. It is patient. The strongest version of you is not created by force or fear. It is created by understanding and alignment with natural law. You were not designed to be fragile. You were designed to adapt. And when you begin to work with your biology instead of against it, something extraordinary happens. Energy returns. Clarity sharpens. Resilience builds. Not because the body was fixed, but because it was finally understood. Your body has been listening your entire life. Now it is time to speak to it wisely.